Hello, welcome back. Sorry, I think there was some interruption. There was some technical issue. I think we lost the connection, and I think the live show was ended. But we are back again. I know it's going to be. We will be starting up back again with few of the information, and would like to still update on what information we have. But that was very surprising. Just in the middle of the show, somehow I don't know, it got disconnected, and I lost the connectivity. I think the show was ended in the middle, but we are starting it again. So what we were discussing today was the backlog. Uh, Backlog being number of applications have grown to more than 2 million, which is definitely is heartening, which is definitely uh, doesn't sound very good, and we are all were hoping that the backlog is going to be reduced. But unfortunately, what we can see is the backlog has gone back again, and we have to now see how IRCC will plan to reduce it. So, but definitely, I'm pretty sure they will be looking forward to somehow get this under control so that at least they are not increased further and the application are being processed as soon as possible. That's all for the best. But just to give you an introduction again, because we lost the connectivity, we are joining back again. My name is Vishal Manocha. I'm the owner and director at Networth Immigration Solutions. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant in this industry for many years, and definitely uh, we have been helping our clients since the last many years. So we will be happy to help you too. We provide all immigration services, either study permit, work permit, PR applications, spousal application, spousal work permit application. We do process all category of applications. So if you need any assistance or any help, we will be happy to assist you in this regard. So we will be again. We started this show with not a good update, but that is the big concern for everybody who's looking to immigrate to Canada. That the backlog from the IRCC has grown more than 2 million applications, and it is definitely going to take hell more time right now to process those applications. We have to wait and see how exactly IRCC is going to process those applications. So we will be taking a few questions here because we missed the connectivity in the middle of the show, but we have got few questions coming up. Let me start taking them, and we have got a lot of updates to discuss in this show. So stay tuned for the updates. There are more important updates coming up while we are discussing the questions here. So I'll be taking up the first question from Manvi Arora. Thank you, Manvi, for joining, and let's see what your question is. My score is 473. What are the chances in September and October? Okay, Manvi. So we all know that the FSW is going to resume. The temporary foreign worker is going to resume in FSW and skilled worker program FSW and CEC both are going to resume in July. What will be your chances with 473? As I think we have already discussed also in the previous show, we have been talking about what are we expecting when the draw the resume, what sort of CR score are we expecting. What my understanding and looking at the pool says, the initial draw is going to be higher, even maybe higher than 500 CRS score. We have to wait and watch, but I'm pretty sure with the number of people we can see sitting in the pool with that number of score, they definitely have a first chance of getting called. Or you may even see a surprise coming up when the July, when they resume the draw. Maybe you never know. There's a surprise coming up because there have been no draw from last September 2000, December 2020. You never know that the score has been dropped initially to start up so that everybody into the pool is invited. Not everybody, depending on what score comes up, but maybe that could be a strategy by IRCC because there have been no people who have been able to immigrate to Canada since last more than a year now. There have been no draw, so you may also be waiting for a surprise to happen. But if that doesn't happen and the draw is a normal draw, then we are expecting the score will be uh, more than 500. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But let's see. Keep a finger crossed. Talking about September and October, if that's how it starts, for example, by 500, more than 500 points, then by end of this year, may drop down back to around 700, like 470 or 80, which was the pre-pandemic levels. But we have to see if that exactly becomes the scenario by the end of this year. So there could be two things coming up. Let's keep our finger crossed. If it goes at the normal, it may be above 500. If there's a surprise coming up, then you never know. It may be as low as 400, and making it so a lot of people are invited. that could be another strategy. But we have to wait and see what exactly IRCC is planning. July is still a couple of months away from now, but it is coming, and definitely we will be having an update soon regarding that. I have a Gurpreet call asking, I have applied for visitor record. Can I withdraw the visitor record and apply LMI same day? Is it possible? Yes, Gurpreet, it is possible. Definitely, if you're, but I don't know if you're right with your question. Applying for an LMI is different thing. LMI has not been processed by IRCC. The work permit application is processed by IRCC, right? So basically, you need to know. I'm not pretty sure what exactly you want to apply. But if it's an LMI, to answer to your question is yes. But if it's a work permit, the LMI is approved and you want to apply for a work permit after getting an LMI, then also the answer is correct that yes, you can do it on the same day, but make sure you are paying the right fees when you're doing it and exactly should follow what is the guideline by IRCC. But yes, to answer the question, it is possible that you can do it. Then we have got Mr. Jam. Good morning, Mr. Jam. How are you? I have a question from Sudhil. Hello, sir. I applied TR to PR on September, but I got my AOR on 15th. After that, I haven't heard from my CEC. Yes, Sudhil, I can understand your concern. It has been the concern of many people we know. In fact, a couple of my staff are into the same boat. Yes, it has happened that first of all, there was no AOR. The AOR was once received, there have been no further updates. So this is not just you who are waiting for this. There are a lot of thousands and thousands of people. In fact, we can say there are millions of people right now, more than 2 million people who are waiting for a decision to be made on their application. So I know it's not a good time. We just discussed in this show that the backlog has gone more than 2 million. So definitely your application is one of them, which is being processed, which is seeing a delay in processing, and hopefully we will have a decision. You will have a decision on your application soon. Now the question is, Mr. Amit said the question, how many days approximately the Indian embassy is taking to issue OCI? Okay, Mr. Amit. Basically, maybe I'm not the right person to answer this one because we don't look into this sort of applications because it's not related to Canadian immigration. Yeah, you can check with BLS. They might have a better understanding and a better information about this. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact date or how many days they are taking because we don't process OCI application at our office. So unfortunately, not be able to answer your question. But yes, we can help you in your citizenship application, which I think which is already approved for you. You already got your citizenship through us, so I still remember you. But yes, for OCI, you may need to contact a BLS or somebody who looks into this application, and we may not be able to assist you in this regard as of now. So coming back to the updates we were discussing, the backlog has gone to more than 2 million. We have already discussed. That is very concerning, but there's nothing much we can do. Then we have, we were talking about college admissions also. May 2022, this is the last call for you. If you are in Canada, looking for onshore admission, want to start up your education in May, contact us. We still have this last 10 days left to get you admission in the May intake. Yes, the last 10 days, the last final call for people who are looking to start up their program in May. This may be the right time to contact us. We have got 1 year, 2 year, both programs available. You have to be very quick. You have to send your documents as soon as possible, and we will try to get you an admission in May 2022 itself. So contact us for college admissions in May, or if you're looking for further intake in September, the seats are available for onshore and offshore students. In fact, January 23 is also open for is also now open for admission from offshore applications. We have a question here. Hello, I'm a student in Georgetown College. My passport expired in 2 years from now. Can I still apply for my current passport? Okay. So, my recommendation to you will be because you can extend your passport, even the expiry is after 1 year. So, my advice to you is before you apply for a PGWP, get hold of your new passport. Because if you don't have a new passport, then definitely, say example, if your passport is expiring just about after finishing your program, you will not be able to apply for your work permit because work permit validity will depend on the validity of your passport. So for you, the recommendation will be definitely to extend your passport first before you apply for PGWP. Otherwise, you may get a less duration of work permit, then you have to reapply again. So rather than going into that hassle, once your passport is just about to expire in a year's time, You can submit an application to get it renewed. My advice will be to get it renewed while you are into that phase and only apply for your post-graduation work permit once you have got your new passport with 10 years of validity time, so that once the visa is approved, your work permit is approved, you get at least 3 years of complete post-graduation work permit after completing a 2 year of your program. So yes, this will be my advice to get your passport um, renewed before you apply for a postgraduate work permit. I hope that answers your question. If you have still any question, you can further post it into the comment section, and I'll be happy to assist you in that regard. Let's talk about Alberta and a temporary foreign worker program. Alberta has been very aggressive in promoting their PNPs. Recently, there is an update. I'll just go back to the previous one before we describe let you know the new one, because that's how it is related to the previous one. A few months ago, Alberta put some restrictions on the temporary foreign worker program, where certain NOC knock people, their LMI applications were not accepted, and because of the recommendation of Alberta PNP, those applications were not processed for a certain category of temporary foreign worker. But now the good news, the update is the temporary foreign worker restrictions, the program restrictions have been lifted in Alberta, and all those NOC knock are now again being eligible to apply for a SOW, for a LMI and a work permit thereafter. This is a great news because there are a lot of people who wanted to immigrate to Alberta who were able to find a job, but because the NOC knock were closed for temporary foreign worker, they were not able to apply. So this is a great news for all those people who want to immigrate to Alberta, who had a job offer, but maybe because their job offer was under this NOC knock, they were not able to apply. But now that restrictions have been lifted back again, you have got another opportunity now to apply for a temporary foreign worker visa through one of the approved LMI, and come and work in Alberta. So that is a great news for people who were waiting, who have a job offer, but they were not able to apply for an LMI or a work permit because of the restrictions. Now those restrictions have been lifted. You are again free to apply for an for an LMI application now. And once it get approved, you can apply for a work permit thereafter. Then we have a question from Sandeep. Good morning, sir. What's processing time SOW file? Which month results are coming now? Sandeep, that was my actually next topic: spousal open work permit and spousal PR application. Spousal open work permit have started moving up. In fact, in the last 1 week, we have got around 8 to 10 approvals. All of them have been posted on a Facebook page. The Google review have been posted by the client. The great news was that we have got those approvals. There were 3 or 4 clients who have already previously got their refused for spousal open work permit 2 times to up to 4 times from previous agents. But now we have been successfully able to get them a spousal open work permit after those refusals. So if you are into that situation, if your work permit is still in the process, if it gets refused, if it has already been refused, contact us and we will be definitely helping you. We have helped thousands and thousands of clients under the spousal open work permit category to get reunited, get the visas, come to Canada and live with the family. So if you have a refused case, come to us. We will be definitely guiding you in the best possible manner. We will be looking at the background, the details, the minute details, and we will reapply for you. Answering your questions, Sandeep, the results we are getting is somewhere between who applied in. It's a mixed results we are getting. All 2021 applications are still under process. Not all of them, like most of them. We have already got even visa approval for December 2021. And we have been still waiting for a couple of applications from May 2021. So yes, few applications are even processed by till like I said, December. We have also got a result which was submitted in December, and we are waiting for the one which was submitted in April, May. So I think it's a mix and match. So it's hard to comment on what is the exact processing time right now, but an average process is around 6 to 8 months is roughly at the estimated right now. IRCC is trying to reduce that time frame. They have been working very hard. The results can be seen. We have seen results coming up. As I said, we have recently got a lot of approvals. All of them were posted on a page for you to for a cross reference and for your check. And then if you have got any of your concern or your application was refused, on that ground or something, we can definitely help you in that regard too. Then we have Jatin asking a question. My student study is going to over in August. Which problem is good for me in terms of PR? Jatin, I will recommend you because this is an open-ended question, not a specific one. So I'll advise you if you can book counseling with one of our expert or our team in our office, and we can then guide you and help you exactly how we can uh, help you in that regard, because there are a lot of options, lot of things we need to know about you, your profile, your education, your experience, your IELTS previous score maybe, to just come to a conclusion which will be a better option for you. But we will definitely work out something for you. I'll advise you to kindly book an appointment, and we will be happy to take up your case and guide you the best possible solution for your concern. Thank you, Jatin, for asking this question. Then we have got Ashish Chauhan. I want a Canada PR, but I am confused about who is better as a primary candidate between me and my wife. Okay, I have graduation plus 4 years of experience in IT, and my wife has MBA but no experience. Can you please help me to find out from this? Okay, with Ashish, the information you have shared, your profile seems to be better, because if you are looking for direct PR, you need at least 1 year of experience under NOAOB. But if your wife education is higher than yours, but she has no experience, so definitely she will not be claiming any point of experience, which will in fact make her ineligible to even get into the express entry pool. Because to getting into the pool, you need at least 1 year of work experience. Now, coming to your point, your profile, I know you're a graduate, but your total 4 year experience will give you much points as compared to your wife profile. But as I said you earlier also, your wife profile may be rejected, will not be even entering to the pool, because if you have no experience, then that is not possible, because to qualify under express entry class, you need at least 1 year of experience in the last 10 years to make you eligible and qualify in any of the stream. So it's a straightforward answer to your question is you will be better off if you become a principal applicant, and or the other way could be, say your wife want to come and study, but that's the other option. I don't want to discuss more in detail. But the information you have provided to answer your question to the specific, yes, your profile will be better as compared to your spouse profile, because she don't have any experience. So thank you, Ashish, for asking that question. I hope that helped and you got the answer you were looking for. But if you still have any question, you can definitely contact our expert and they will be happy to help you. Talking about spousal PR application now. Spousal PR application category is another category which have seen long delays. The application was not getting processed. It was taking more than 1.5 years to get those application processed, which was definitely affecting families, which was separating families from one another, and which were definitely is not a good situation to be in. But that was the situation. But right now, it has improved a bit. Spousal open work permit application is definitely the backlog has been cleared. The processing time is now close to 1 year, less than 12 months approximately, very close to 1 year for you to qualify under this, for your spousal application to be approved. So that's what the situation is right now, that your spousal open work permit, your spousal PR application have started processing, and the time frame for them is less than 12 months as of now. So I think there were not too many updates, to be honest, this week. There were no express entry draw. There was no PNP draw which held in the last 1 week. So there's no update on that front. There's nothing to be discussed here. We are definitely looking forward for the FSW and CEC draw to resume in July. There have been a lot of queries, a lot of concerns. What will be the draw look like? What should you do to be eligible? So my advice to you will be get into the pool as soon as possible. Don't wait for the July to come. You have to be into the pool, because there is a tiebreaker rule also, under which IRCC will pick those applications depending on when you actually entered into the pool. That also plays a very important role. So for you, you should always basically try to be into the pool as soon as possible. If you think you are eligible, you should be into the pool right away. No second thought. No, don't delay. Don't be lazy. Getting into the pool is the first thing which will give you the chance of applying for a PR, getting invited and submit your PR application. If you're not into the pool, basically you have not initiated your process, you haven't started anything, so you stand no chance of basically being invited, because you're not into the pool. So get into the pool as soon as possible. That is going to definitely help you and get you closer to your dream of coming and settling into Canada. Then we have a Sunny who's asking us a question. My CRS 474, what are the chances for FSW July 2022? Okay, so July 2022, I think somebody did ask this question a few minutes ago, but I'll be happy to answer for you again, Sunny. So there are two things I am expecting to happen in July. First of all, if it was a normal draw with no surprises, then you are looking for a score more than 500 for at least few draws before it drops down back to its pre-pandemic level, where the CRS score, where people are invited, was between 470 to 480. But there may be a surprise coming up. We don't know. Maybe IRCC, as they have surprised previously at the CEC class, where they invited everybody with as low as score as 75 was invited. Maybe you never know. There's a low, because there have been no draw for more than a year now, and Canada need people. They need skill as bad, like not ever they had into the situation what they are right now. They need people. They need skilled people to be in Canada as soon as possible, and as many people they can get in. So maybe, as I said, there is a surprise coming up, and the score is straight away dropped to very low point, maybe 450. Everybody from that range to that is invited, because there have been no draw. So this can also be a situation. Let's July come in and see how it goes. But if it doesn't happen, then 475 maybe by end of this year. If you start from 500, then maybe that is something by the end of this year it will come to that point. But we have to wait and watch how exactly it goes. And then we've got another question from a previous client, which is, hello, it's again about the PGWP, okay? I've already applied to renew my current passport, but the process seems too slow in my country. My study permit expires in July, so I'm in a hurry to apply for a PGWP. Is there a possibility to apply for a with current passport for PGWP and extend it later after receiving the new passport rather than applying for a PGWP again? Okay, in this situation, what you can do is basically, I know it's taking, because of the pandemic, it is taking long to get the passport extended in your home country. Your study permit is expiring in July, but if you can answer me when is exactly your education finishing up? Are you finishing up in April 2022? Have you already finished in April 2022? Then yes, you can apply your PGWP. This is how you can do. You can apply for PGWP with the passport you have, and maybe meanwhile, once you get the new passport, then you can update that in your PR application. In your post-graduate work permit. That way, you will not have to apply again, because the PGWP application is anyhow taking around 3 to 5 months, the processing time. So hopefully, by that time, you will get your passport, and that can be updated later in your application. But if you need any help, and if you're not pretty sure how the thing's going to work, definitely I don't want you to make any mistake. I'll recommend you to contact us, and we may be able to help you and assist you in getting your admission submitted, application submitted without any error being made. Because if you make any error at this point, you may be losing your status. You may have to go back to, if you're not doing your things at the right time. So if you need any assistance, Kalpani, our office will be happy to help you in that regard. But thank you for asking your questions. I hope that makes clear. But as I said, if you have any question, contact us and we will be happy to help you from here onwards. Is it possible to get a study permit for a master's program with Duolingo score? No, Lakshay, no, it is not possible. You're not going to get the visas. Even if you get a university admission, although I know most of the universities are not accepting Duolingo, but even if they are and you're getting admission, getting a visa through Duolingo is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. My recommendation will be to definitely go for IELTS, PTE, that is more preferable. Definitely IELTS is the first priority, then PTE, but Duolingo, I will not advise you, Lakshay, for a program like master degree. Duolingo is not going to secure you a visa. So my advice will be definitely you apply for an IELTS, do an IELTS, and then apply for your study permit. I hope that answers your question, Lakshay. So thank you all viewers. I think, as I said, there was nothing to discuss in the show about the draws regarding PNP or FSW, but yes, a lot of things are happening. Things seems to be going into positive direction. Other than The news we have shared that the application backlog has grown more than 2 million. That is definitely going to affect everybody. We as a consultant, you as a client, but you have to be patient. There's nothing much a consultant will be able to do. Once the application is submitted, it's up to the IRCC to process it. The processing time depends on them. It is totally up to them how long and it's going to take them to process those applications. So with that note, we will be ending off this session. Sorry for the IT problem we had. There was a technical problem, and the show was interrupted in the middle, and we have to restart it. But I'm glad that people rejoined it, and they have a lot of questions being asked, and I hope we have answered all of them. Just again let you know that this show happens every Friday at 11 a.m. My name is Vishal Manoj. I am the owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solution. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. We have got 4 locations across India and Canada. One is in Toronto, Brampton. Second one in Alberta, Calgary. The third one is in India, in Karnal, and fourth is in Kurukshetra. So we have 4 locations. We can definitely help you in getting your desired results. If you want to come to study in Canada, work in Canada, want to be with your spouse, want to apply for PR, we will be happy to assist you in that regard. I'm going to take up this Divan last question. I can see a question being posted right now before we wrap up the session. But 2 year completed 2019, once Australia visa refusal, now planning for Canada. Am I eligible to apply or not? Yes, Devan, you are eligible. To answer the question, yes, you are eligible. But we need a lot other information, your IELTS, your academic score, and then we can see exactly which university, which college you can get admission, and that will also determine what are your chances of getting your admission. But to answer your question, yes, you are eligible to apply for post graduation, for your study permit to Canada. Even if your visa is refused to Australia, that is not going to affect it. As far as you have got a good profile, there are chances that your visa to Canada will be approved. So thank you, Devan, for asking this last minute question. Thank you, everybody, all the viewers for joining in. We will be live back again next Friday, 11 a.m. Till then, goodbye. Have a good afternoon, great weekend, and we will see you live next Friday. Till then, goodbye and have a safe weekend.